Elon Musk has said that he will acquire Twitter by Friday. He made this pledge during a call with the bankers backing the acquisition. This adheres to the court-issued deadline. But what exactly is Musk getting himself into? An internal report says that Twitter is losing active users. The report is by Twitter's internal research team. Its finding could worry advertisers and, of course, Musk himself, who is going to be the new owner. The report says that heavy tweeters have been in absolute decline. A heavy tweeter is defined as someone who logs in 6 to 7 times a week and tweets about 3 or 4 times during that period. These users generate about 90% of all tweets. They also generate about half of Twitter's global revenue. Twitter has said that its overall audience has continued to grow. It said that it has 238 million daily active users that it can monetize. But how is that possible? Well, because its English language heavy user base is now declining. Not just that, but the interests of English language heavy users are also changing. The report looked at declining interest since the pandemic began. Users these days are less interested in news, fashion, celebrities, or even sports. Twitter's researchers think that their heavy users have migrated to other platforms like Instagram or TikTok for these topics. The issue seems to be what their heavy users are interested in now. One topic that gained traction was cryptocurrencies. Interest in that reached an all-time high in the late 2021. Everyone wanted to buy new digital currencies and NFTs, and they were talking about it on Twitter. But interest has been declining there too, ever since crypto prices crashed back in June. The internal study doesn't expect interest to recover in the future as well. The other topic which has steadily been gaining users is pornography. Adult content constitutes about 13% of Twitter. This figure is from Twitter's own internal research team. The number of users interested in adult content keeps growing. But naturally, advertisers want to steer clear of it. In September, some major brands pulled ads from Twitter. This was because they found their ads on pages soliciting child pornography. It forced Twitter to focus on its child exploitation problem. As things stand, Twitter will be under new leadership by Friday. Musk has said that he plans to reduce content moderation. He also plans to fire 75% of the staff. Looking at heavy user trends, this could exacerbate the problem. Musk has already tried to back out of buying the social media platform. After these reports, the bankers backing the deal probably won't be too thrilled either. Now, to understand this more, joining us now is Daniel Ives from New York. He's the managing director at Wedbush Securities and a senior equity and tech analyst. Daniel, welcome to the broadcast.
It's good to be here.
Now, the Twitter saga, the Twitter Musk saga continues, and now an internal report says that heavy tweeters have been in absolute decline. Twitter is losing users, essentially. Will this change Musk's mind? Can he wiggle out of the deal even at this point?
Look, at this point, the clock struck midnight. I mean, he's going to have to buy Twitter by Friday. Otherwise, the court in Delaware will force him. He's really out of options and ultimately is going to own Twitter. He's paying $44 billion for something that's probably worth closer to $25 billion. It's a train wreck acquisition. And ultimately, for Musk, the easy part was buying it. The hard part's going to be fixing it.
Right. So let's talk about what's happening at Twitter. I mean, this report suggests that there's a decline in so-called heavy tweeters. They've clearly shifted to other platforms, be it Instagram or TikTok. Now, what lies ahead for Twitter? Can it rebrand itself? Could this decline be a sign of things to come for the platform?
I think it's going to be an Everest-like uphill battle to turn this around. I mean, I think first off, TikTok, meteoric rise, competitively, that's significantly, I'd say, stealing share from the likes of Twitter, Facebook, and others. The big thing is, are they going to move to paid subscription? You know, from a monetization perspective, is that one of the areas? Content. You know, Musk talks about the Super X app. You know, we'll call it similar to WeChat in China. That'll take a few years to even get off the ground. So I believe there's going to be some dark days ahead for Twitter, significant layoffs that will be coming. And I think for Musk, this is, I think the worry is like juggling a lot of balls. You got Tesla, SpaceX, and now Twitter. It's going to be, I think, some tough times ahead.
Right, absolutely. You know, Musk has made some controversial statements leading up to this buyout, assuming it happens on Friday, that the deal goes through. Now, he said that he may fire 75% of the workforce at Twitter. Twitter, of course, had responded that time. But is it a sign of things to come? Is Twitter going to essentially undergo a huge overhaul under the new owner?
Oh, it's going to be massive. And look, and I think many at Twitter don't want to work for Musk because from a cultural perspective, I think the nature of the way Musk ultimately handles companies is really a stark contrast to the way Twitter has been handled. And the problem for Twitter for the last decade, it's been on a treadmill. It's been a tertiary social media player. Even Dorsey and others have had a tough time trying to turn it around. Now 44 billion reasons that Musk is ultimately going after Twitter. Got himself essentially into a bad deal, got cold feet, tried to get out of it, could not because of what he signed and because of legal. And now he's going to try to cut his way to cash flow, but you can't cut your way to growth. That's going to be the big challenge for Musk on Twitter.
Right. Daniel, thank you so much for all those insights, and thanks for joining us on WION this hour. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.